All right, gonna do a little touch-up work to the boat here. As you can see, got some pretty faded lines here, and to be honest, I couldn't really be bothered to paint them, but someone gave me an idea of putting on these stickers, like these vinyl adhesive stickers, and all weather. I thought, you know what, I'll give it a shot. So I've cut my pieces out. I'm using this Oracal brand here. Picked it up at Michael's. They're like, I think, anywhere from 10 to 15 bucks a roll. And what are they, 1 foot by 5 feet? So for stripes like this, you get plenty of material to work with. I've already done it on the other side, and I'll show you what that's like. But it's going to be in the shadow, so it's not going to pop as much as if it was in the sun. Actually, you know what? Can't really see it. Maybe if I go farther down this dock here. Nope. This guy's got a brand new cover. Well, you can kind of make it out, but not really. Anyway, we'll do it on the starboard side and see how she turns out. But I gotta say, pretty impressed so far. So one of the most finicky parts is getting this angle correct, but and you got to get it in there nice and snug. The wind's picking up, but now what you can do, you just take a card and you can get really aggressive and just squirt, like, you know, pull it all down nice and tight. And you might have to cut off some stuff at the bottom there with a little X-Acto knife. You can also get that at Michael's too. I find that when you do this a couple times, it'll get easier every time. You'll feel a little bit more confident, but this one's going well so far. Okay, so I've already cut this. So when you get to the bottom, make sure you tuck it into that edge with the card as good as you can. Make sure this is nice and sharp, because you want it to cut and not pull and drag. But there you go. There for now. Big difference. So yeah, pretty cool. I'm going to do the other colors, but yeah, very quick and easy solution. And you know, it says it's weatherproof, so we're going to find out. This is the real test, ocean weather. All right, so here we are with the finished product. Didn't come out too bad, to be honest. I noticed that the teal actually comes out as blue on the camera, but you'll have to take my word for it. It is actually a teal that matches the color of the boat. Yeah, it didn't really take too long. You know, you might take a couple of runs at it. You know, the first time I did it, I'll be honest, you know, I had to cut it a couple of times. Getting the angles correct is pretty key. Just your starting angles, because you can always cut it longer and then, like, you know, just trim it at the bottom there. Depends obviously what shape you're cutting and stuff like that, but all in all, pretty pleased with it. You know, what did it come to? 35 bucks total, and not a lot of labor. So there you go. There's a couple of other tips you might want to take into consideration, and that's make sure the surface that you're applying it to is not colder than 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Probably won't stick too well, and if it's too warm out, say over 80, the vinyl is going to stretch a little bit more than you might be expecting. So, and I don't know if it affects the way that it actually adheres to the surface, but I know that today was a bit warmer than it has been, and the thinner stripe definitely was a little more unruly than the thicker stripes. It was just a little bit more stretchy, and you can maybe tell there's a slight bow in there, and I'll come back and tend to that on another day. But all in all, pretty happy. 35 bucks, and what can you say? You know what, the thing is, when you start doing this stuff, now it just means you got to tackle other things, right? So now I do have to take this off and maybe spray it with a faux chrome, or I don't know, get something 3D printed. Now I got to take that off, sand that all off, get a new logo for that. Just never ends. Welcome to the world of owning an old boat.